So he gives all praise for the hard because he wants the truth about burning king himself. Almost like that. Tabi example, Galatians 6%, Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. Worse so a man sow, that shall he also reap. This
I shouldn't laugh, but either you laugh or you cry. The State of Israel has just posted, the official State of Israel account on X has just posted a picture of his. You would think this is coming from some like anti-Jewish group or anti-Israel group or say it's so shocking. It's a picture of the Israeli flag with pride flags and then a weird little rainbow at the Dead Sea. And they write, quote, "Pride rises at the lowest place on earth, rainbow. This June, the Dead Sea becomes Pride Land, the biggest LGBTQ plus festival ever in the Middle East. 4 days of nonstop celebration, community and connection. Israel celebrates its LGBTQ plus community bigger than ever." This ain't it. This is like the worst possible PR, the worst communications move I can possibly imagine. I know why they're doing it. I get why they're doing it. We'll get to it in a second. But just look at the optics. At the lowest place on earth. Oh, you mean hell? You're talking about, in the sort of medieval cosmology, the ancient cosmology, the lowest place on earth would be hell. At the lowest place on earth, in the Dead Sea, in the place of the dead, we're going to have pride, which, again, I don't know if you guys are big readers, but I have read pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Yeah.
Pride is going to reign with all sorts of weird sex stuff that is called an abomination in the Bible. and by the way, just to bring it back to the literal and the historical, the literal place where this will be happening is most likely right in the historic sites of Sodom and Gomorrah, which are destroyed in the aforementioned Bible.
LGBTQ 1 Minute News. Let's queer up the worldview. The Middle East's largest LGBTQ festival is here. This year, Israel will host the Middle East's largest queer festival, Pride Land at the Dead Sea, from June 1st to June 4th. Organizers plan to transform the Judean desert into a 24/7 Pride City featuring 15 hotels, beach complexes, non-stop parties, and a central performance arena.
You know, I just think about my Sunday school time, when growing up, and when you think of like the Judean desert, I'm thinking like, maybe Moses or something like that. But like in my little storybook Bible, I'm just thinking like, hey, rainbows and flags like going on, and I'm like, oh, okay. I think anytime we have visibility, that's a wonderful thing. Maybe it's something from the state media to show how Israel is different from the Arab world. Like, hey, we have maybe we're going to throw the biggest gay pride event just to get more American support for that. So I'm just suspicious about everything that's going on, but maybe if that part is not in the equation, maybe it is a good thing. The gays, I'm sure in Israel also at times get persecuted, for religious reasons or whatnot. So, I'm on the fence about it, but I hope everything works out well.
I wonder who's going to be bold enough to fly into headline for entertainment for that. That would be interesting, right?
Today I'm driving down to the southeast shoreline of the Dead Sea, and this is the area that the Bible calls the cities of the plain. It's also the area that has the archaeological sites that date to the time period of what's known as the early Bronze Age. And this is the time when Abraham and his nephew Lot lived. This is the time when the Bible says that the Lord destroyed the cities of the plain. So I'm standing now at the largest of these early bronze sites on the southeast side of the Dead Sea. This one locally is known as Babadra, and is the site that is associated with Sodom in the Bible. It was discovered as an early bronze site back in 1924. It was excavated in the 1960s and 1970s. And what archaeologists found here was this burn destruction that goes across this site. This city came to an end through a fire destruction. So here you can see this ashy burn destruction layer just underneath the surface. It's full of human bone fragments, burned pottery, and it's covering the entire site. Okay, so I'm just leaving the cemetery of Babadra, that is Sodom, and I'm driving about 8 miles to the south to another excavated site identified as the biblical city of Gomorrah. So I'm up here on the site called locally Numera, and this tower behind me was excavated, and 2 skeletons were found underneath the collapse of the tower on this side and one on the other side. There was burn destruction all through here, as you see in the picture from the excavation. Question is what evidence is there of this burning sulfur that rained down? Well, it seems that the culprit are these sulfur balls that are also found in this area. This is a sulfur ball. Sulfur balls. All these are sulfur balls. I'm going to burn one of these sulfur balls just to show you how flammable they are. I got to be careful because, man, when you get a whiff of these things, it's really nasty. There's this destruction layer is filled with human bone remains. Here's some ribs found in this area. Burned pottery. A total burn destruction. The excavators here, the main excavator here is Walter Rast, who excavated also at Babadra. And he describes what they found in the excavations here at Numera. He writes, "The burnt debris covering this site has appeared in almost every area excavated. Whatever the cause, it was certainly a tragedy. Obviously, the town suffered a severe fire and was forever abandoned." Now, despite Walter Rast being a secular archaeologist, his conclusion about what he found in the excavations at Babadra and here in Numera were these. He says this: "In the author's opinion, the vicissitudes of these 2 early Bronze III cities of Babadra and Numera may well be reflected in the stories of Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible."
4-day Pride Festival to be held at Dead Sea, largest in history of Middle East. April 19, 2026, Israel is set to host the Middle East largest ever LGBT festival, Dead Sea, where we found the Dead Sea Scrolls, in June 2026. The new festival, Pride Land, intends to transform the middle of the Judean desert into a colorful Pride city from June 1st to June 4th. And here, they're back in the land, holding the largest parade of homosexuals, lesbians, transgendered, right, people, right? And among them, they're going to be among them, the largest in Middle East history. And they're going to celebrate this for 4 days with the approval of Netanyahu's government. The event intends to create an experience broader than parties or performances, instead aiming for a space that is alive 24 hours a day. So 24 hours a day for 4 days, right? On that land by the Dead Sea, where it's found Dead Sea Scrolls, hotels will be filled with homosexuals, lesbians doing and
God, it's disgusting.
having orgies.
Ew. Ew.
15 hotels, beach complexes, parties, and a central performance arena, all operating around the clock. Alongside the nightlife, Pride Land, it's called Pride Land, you believe it? Will have cultural and art complexes. So they're going to have artwork celebrating homosexuality, lesbianism, right? Transgenderism. Now watch how sick this is. Cultural art complex, relaxation, scenic areas, and family-friendly areas with children's activities. Yeah, so they can educate the children, prey on them. Children too, huh? The organizers hope to create a multi-generation Pride City. Pride City, not just a party celebrating Pride. This is not just another festival. It's the biggest thing we've done here, explained Aaron Cohen, main producer, a Jew, initiator of the festival. We chose to grow, going at it, to take an investment of millions. Millions from where? Your tax dollars.
With that one, it gives honor and praise for your house. What's you? The Burning King and Messiah on my son, you how shall with that? It's just wow. Yep. This is just a disgusting mock. And they're doing near Sodom and Gomorrah. Whew. With that one gives that show on.